Hi, hello, welcome, or welcome back. So, I am halfway to get ready, and basically, I'm about to do something a bit reckless that involves me transcending the fear of running into my ex. Sorry, I hope that. Yeah, I think that you heard that. um, Hoping that this will trigger the universe to take care of the situation for me a little bit better. Um, so I talked about the situation in my previous videos. I made two already. My experience with a narcissistic partner. Um, this was a violent person, and I have been followed around again recently, a few weeks ago. So yeah, this is and tarot has been helping me quite a lot because um, imagine that you can receive letters from your future self, telling you basically, okay, maybe from now on don't go there, or don't do this thing, or pay attention to this series of things. And this is also one of the reasons why I started this channel. Like, of course, it's YouTube. Of course, I am in this app also to find entertainment for myself. But I have been through some very traumatic and harsh situations, and most of the times, the heaviest things that I needed to resolve were things that I was not directly able to see. Okay, either because of even older previous past trauma, because of lies, manipulation, because sometimes the visual reality alone can be tricky. Okay, like people can present you a situation that looks a certain way, and then from an energetic point of view it's really not the case. And so yeah, maybe like it's useful to know when you shouldn't be investing into something. Okay, it can be money, it can be time, it can be energy, it can be love, it can be anything. Okay, like everything, every single action in this reality is an investment. This is something that really changed my life once I understood that. Like every single word that you put out, every single task that you do or not do, every single conversation that you entertain or not entertain, it's an investment. So you are investing in a certain experience, right? So today we're probably going to be a little bit ruthless because I was guided to do this video that is supposed to trigger and call upon this cold warrior that is within, like, people that perhaps um, is not the best character to use all the time. Okay, definitely it's an energy that one should learn how to embody with moderation. But um, we're talking about situations that have been repeating themselves. Okay, like when I came up with this video, with the title for this video, it was a very tired feeling that I was trying um, to seize. Okay, when a negative energy, a harmful energy, something that is just draining, keeps showing up, either like from a same person trying to like disguise themselves as many different things just to be seen a certain way, or as the title suggests, it can even be different people, but they are bringing the same shit to your table. So What are you going to do? Okay, this time around. Now that you have recognized that this is a pattern that has been repeating, what are you going to do? What are you supposed to do? What is spirit guiding you to do? What is spirit telling you? Okay, if you do this, I will support you, right? So this is going to be a picker group, and let's get into it. All right. I was just realizing that I don't have, like, I've been watching other tarots, and they have like an intro or something like, "Hi, beautiful souls," or "Hi, beloved," or "Hi, baby," or "Hi, goo goo." I don't know, and I don't have that. Um, we should get nicknames. So, jokes aside, I will probably forget about them though, so I was just playing with the thing. This is going to be group number 1. This is going to be group number 2, the green one. And I love this color. I have a whole story about this color, but it's long. And then this is going to be group number 3. It's just that basically I realized that this was, okay, I'm going to tell it anyway. When I was like 14 or 15, I had this toxic crush that eventually we got together, and it would have been better if that never happened, let's say, okay? Like, stay a fantasy. But at the time, the guy had some shoes of this color, and I started, like, I think it all started with me being obsessed with the shoes. I think it was my Moony Libra, like, accessorize everything. And then eventually I started, like, getting curious about the guy. And I wanted a pair for myself, and I couldn't find them in any store, and he was, like, traveled and shit. And so back then he was like, oh my god, he's, like, not boring. And so who knew where the fuck he got them? And I never managed to get myself a pair of shoes. I managed to get the guy, and I should have got the shoes. To be honest, and to be fair. So this is going to be group number 1, this is going to be group number 2, and this is going to be group number 3. See you at your group. Alright, group 1, I am still shuffling for you, but there was one card that literally flew out of the deck. Alright. We'll see what this is about. But there was this card, okay, that was like exploding out of the deck. And so right away, if you're feeling angry, if you're feeling like it's time to riot, it's time to be a bitch, like, Spirit is kinda asking you to reconsider, and to basically channel your strength, your ambitions in another direction. All right, but we're going to see what this is about, because right off the bat, what I can say, so you chose the white lighter, okay? I picked light. I've been picking lighter quite a lot lately, because I was traveling, and then sometimes all my objects were in my suitcase, and this was just the one thing that was always available. And but I feel like they're very appropriate in this video, because we are going to talk about burning bridges as it's needed. And this is somehow, this is interesting. This is somehow what the lesson that you're currently learning is about. So, what I am seeing here is that there is some sort of broken contract that has been happening over and over again. And what I'm getting is that there is some sort of romantic situation. And what I'm trying to say is that the issue here might not be about the specific situation per se. So there is probably one situation in particular that is triggering you in this moment of your life that is related to someone that you have been involved with or were considering to get involved with. Um, like on a sensual level, okay? And I see that you were hoping like for love, stability, commitment. Okay, I'm going to show you this, say this, and this is what's gonna happen. And the other person was more pleasure centered, focused on pleasure. So I'm getting insecurities that this situation is kind of stirring up some old insecurities, confusion, like what is wrong. But what I was trying to say is that there might be a specific situation, but the problem here is that it's triggering old wounds. Okay, it's triggering some old memories. This has been happening you in the past, and I'm seeing here that the switch is okay. Second card out, the Lion of Guinea. It's kind of like the beast is misplaced. um, I was getting a message before about scarcity mentality, where you might be tempted to kind of want to um, keep your person from going away, even if this means getting into an argument with them, having a confrontation, making them feel bad, being like deceitful, causing betrayals to their life. Okay, and but with the the contradiction here is that this behavior is coming up from an illusion I'm hearing, and also from like a twisted desire for coming together eventually. Okay, like, oh, they made me suffer, I'm going to make them suffer, and eventually they're going to come back around. But I see here that there is more like a type of should I stay or should I go type of energy, where you need to learn when it's time to make the difficult choice, like each and every time. Okay, like the lesson is going to be repeated as long as you keep staying in this energy of illusion, where you feel like what is being given to you is not the reality. It's kind of like you're being given poison, and you sit a little bit too long into this illusion that somehow this poison is going to turn out into actually being gold. Okay, you wait a bit too long for the other person to prove you wrong about what you have in front of your eyes or in your hands, or like in terms of behavior. So spirit is watching over you. This is something that you need to know. I'm getting watched. Like, okay, what the other thing that spirit is urging you to understand is that you are way more attractive than what you give yourself credit for. Like you catch many people's eyes. And the scarcity mindset that you're supposed to work on is basically feeding yourself with this conviction, with this knowledge about yourself, like, oh my God, really? Are you just going to try and use me? Bitch, I can use 10 of you. Okay? And, and you're supposed to make a switch from trying to basically convince the other person that you are a beast, okay? Like, no, you don't understand. I'm supposed to be tamed. I'm supposed to be taking, like, to be treated a certain way. You're supposed to just act like a beast, okay? You're supposed to just walk into another direction. You are going to basically see this energy into this new person's eyes, behavior, words, everything, okay? It's no longer going to match with your expectations, and you're not supposed to second guess yourself, like, oh, is that the direction that where you're going to go? Go ahead, crash into a fucking wall. I don't care. I'm going to turn around, show you my ass, and I'm also getting something about being punished. Okay, like you might. Okay, I'm reading this in several ways. You might fear of being reprimanded or like being punished for standing your ground and um, move on and eat when it's time for you to eat. But what I'm also getting is that you are going to be able to see in some sort of way how the other person is going to be treated, okay? And I'm getting that this is important because it's kind of like spirit giving you the validation for your deep feelings. Like, okay, you were ready to go all like red for this person, okay? You were ready to give them your flowers, you were ready to receive their flowers, and you acted in a way that was concordance, that was accordingly, I think, that was coherent with what you were feeling, okay? You were being honest and true. And this person or these people, you are going to be able to see them receive karma quickly. I mean, maybe they were not even the person for you, but because they wanted to take advantage of you, because they weren't, they were lying, okay? They were like showing you something and then trying to go into another direction while you were not paying attention. And this is being misleading, okay? Like if you don't like someone, tell them. If you want someone just for sex, make sure that the communication around it is clear, okay? If you are wondering whether you could be in a relationship with someone, act accordingly, okay? Like act using your love language. And these people or this person were only doing that partially, or like doing it and then retreating, or like some bullshit like that. Now I'm going to start pulling out your clarifiers from my chaotic deck before moving on to your last card, just to see yeah, I'm seeing some confirmation here. Wow. I'm becoming really good at this. So I have someone is watching you, so I'm getting that for some of you, the people that mistreated you in the past are still looking back. But this is also confirmation that you are traversing a moment in your life where if you embrace the energy, if you work with the energy, you can be way more attractive than like either you used to be, or but you give yourself credit to be able to be, basically, okay? It can just like be as simple as taking a little bit more time to take care of your hair, study a little bit more, your features and what goes with it. Um, like it can be very, very simple, okay? But you being able to embody this fierce energy, it is what's going to help you first mentally, okay? Not only in terms of results, because I see that spirit is kind of showing you little pieces what of stuff that you might like, okay? Like people that might look the way you like people, or they might smell really good in a way that like drives you a little bit, like, insane. Or talk a certain way, or move a certain way. Okay, like you might meet people that check a lot of your boxes, and then it's kind of like spirit is pulling them out of your way. But this is not something that is happening against you, and this is kind of spirit peel feeding you your manifestation. It's like it's there, it exists, okay? Like what you like, there's plenty, but you need to do the things the right way, and you need to break the curse somehow. And spirit is telling you, I do not put you on this earth the way that I made you in order for you to feel chained to any motherfucker, to any like curvy demon, to any, I don't know, okay, whatever you're into that comes around. No. No. You're supposed to think big. You are supposed to think big. You are supposed to have a whole portfolio of suitors, okay, that you can try out, that you can, you know, select, eat. And I have feeling unsure, they are hiding something. So this is talking about your gut feeling, the things that you allow yourself to react to immediately, okay? And spirit is telling you, no, you are a lie detector, my dear. When someone is not being genuine towards you, you know that, you can see that. um, in some cases I'm seeing that spirit is also like making sure that you see the truth, okay, making sure that situations are being arranged in order for you to see exactly who you are dealing with. And I perhaps just used to struggle in the past, like you needed to have like several of these moments, and spirit is like, no, stop wasting your fucking time, okay? What you see is what you get. And I have get crafty, which I put also near to this go online. um, I'm getting like you kind of becoming a little bit of a social butterfly for a moment, where you might start researching about new types of gathering events, okay? Art could be involved, like you taking part. Well, it could be like you literally taking care of your body through art classes. I don't know why I'm getting this like content impro. This is something that I used to do. I've been wanting to go back to that, but like not so urgently. Like I want to take classes, but there are other things on my list first. Um, but it could be interesting for some of you. Okay, I remember that for me it was very eye opening in the way where it awakened me to how we communicate with each other through our bodies, okay? Because we couldn't speak during the class, and we really had to communicate a lot with our partners, and we used to switch partners quite a lot during one class, um, so that everyone was basically forced to always stay um, conscious and grounded in how they would communicate energetically, okay? So I don't know if this was something that was calling your attention. This might be confirmation. I have what you accept is what they get. So basically, these people were duping you and they're going to get duped. Okay. um, Perhaps these people, I mean, I'm getting that for some of you, these people thought that you were very innocent and they were like, no, like they're too much of a good girl or a good boy, and they're like running into a whole fucking snake. Or on another hand, I'm also getting that sometimes, like for some of you, people might get triggered, offended even. um, there is something about her beauty, okay, like people might want to like put you in a box because you're very beautiful, very handsome, and it's kind of like they don't want you to see how shiny you can be, okay, and you're basically um, like if if this was the reason, and this was the motive behind their actions, I see that these people are going to either start a relationship or like start talking or falling, having like developing a crush on someone who is going to feel make them feel like nothing, okay. And for some of you, I'm getting that they did that to you like without meaning it, not in the sense that they didn't want to do that, okay, but they wanted to make you feel less than, that was for sure, but they didn't mean it in the sense that this it was not what they were seeing. They were seeing like this that like this beast potential. They just didn't want you to see that, okay. And but I feel like in their case it's going to be real, like the person that is going to basically make them feel less than, it's literally going to think less of them, okay. And perhaps you were willing to treat them fairly, okay, so this is also something that is going to leave them a little bit stuck on you, okay, like no, fuck, I messed up something that was really beautiful. I had like a real flower in my hands and I acted like a pig, okay. Which isn't, it really isn't a good feeling to have to deal with, to be honest. So sucks to be them, I guess. Self-defense charms, please. Oh, okay. That was fast. Okay, I have two. Mm-hmm. Okay. Mm. Okay, I see. I have, you need to hide somewhere. And I'm getting that there might be a certain amount of people um, that see you quite often, that get to see you quite often. Could be friends, could be family, could be co-workers, and there is a certain image of you that you feel like you need to maintain, and in order for you to get the healing done, you need to find a space that is fully safe, where you can be with other people, but also being in the energy that you have when you are happy alone, if that makes sense. When you can feel really like feel free and express yourself, this is going to help you uh, reestablishing trust within yourself. I also have asked to an expert, so I'm getting like trauma healing, because if this is like a repeating pattern at some point, I'm seeing you kind of starting asking yourself what is wrong with me, or something like this. And seriously, like there's nothing wrong with you. There might be something that, or some things that you might not know about yourself, that that are kind of holding you back, that are pushing you to like suffocate your ambition. So you need to address that. You need to see what it is and what you can do in order to heal that, so that you can actually feel free and move in the world as like the most empowered version of yourself. You're no longer supposed to play small, but you need to also understand why you feel the need to play small in the first place, right? So I'm getting that was needed. So I don't know. I don't know. Maybe someone really needed to hear these words. If that was the case, I really hope it gave you clarity, motivation, and cleared the path forward, at least in some shape or form. See you soon. Moving on to the next group. All right, group number 2. You have a very empowering reading, okay? A very powerful one. And I'm getting that you are also a very powerful person. Perhaps a little bit too powerful, okay? Like, at least in this situation, being also fiery could be a little bit detrimental. We're going to see why and what is the situation about. So I just needed to finish shuffling. Your first card out is Kokalos. So this situation is business related, money related, power related, status related. There is some sort of goal. There is some sort of, for some of you it's fame. Like, okay, the storyline, the main storyline that I'm getting is that there's teamwork around a common goal. Okay, it can be finishing a certain project. It can be doing things a certain way. It can be investing in a certain direction. It can be trying to become a certain something, resolve a certain problem. Okay, but there is like common effort that is involved. There is hierarchy and authority. Okay, there are some authority figures involved, and there might be some sort of like petty arguments either with the people in power, or something that I'm getting like even stronger is arguments within the helpers, okay, within the people that are trying to win the hierarchy's favors, and then might try to basically trick themselves to the top, to trick others or trick their way to the top. I mean, they're definitely also tricking themselves. For some of you, there's like a problem related to finances, and I'm getting that it's actually a blessing in disguise, okay? Or that at this point in time, you are more supposed to you're supposed to focus more on your financial abundance, like in general, and enjoy the fruits of your labor. I'm getting that someone was either hoping to get more rewards from you, or get your rewards steal from you in some shape or form, or that they were going to be awarded in some sort of way just for abusing you. So at this point in time, you might be wondering why is this happening, or why this situation keeps on showing up. And you are also kind of trying to understand what is the best way to deal with this person, because I'm seeing you very angry. Like, it's something that you feel on a physical level, where if you were to have this person in front of you, you will probably struggle not to beat the living shit out of them. So it's coming out twice in your card number 2 and card number 3. How do I get rid of this? Sorry. That it okay, you are kind of feeling tempted to make this person feel your god or goddess wrath. Okay, you were kind of considering to be all up in their face and like blowing fire like a dragon, like you don't know who the fuck I am, you don't know what the fuck I've been through, you don't know just what I am capable of creating. You are not supposed to like how dare you? I'm a fucking pro. I whatever it is that I bring to the table is like it's super amazing. But I feel like at this point in time your superpower is going to show up way faster and way more as you choose to remain calm into the situation. I see that you have a lot on your plate, group number two. You have a lot of battles to deal with. You have your own dragons that you need to slay, basically. And I see that you prioritizing what is really important, making sure that your family is okay, making sure that um, everyone around you and you, first and foremost, you are safe and sound. So if this situation is no longer providing for you, is no longer good for you, I see you basically making the most out of the situation by turning your back to it and keep on slaying your own dragons. Perhaps this is something that was supposed to bring help into the situation, and you actually felt rejected. And you're not supposed to dwell too much on this, okay? You are going to benefit way more from indulging in life. I see you flirting a little bit, okay? Or just, have a good time with your spouse if you're, or like a partner if you're already in a relationship. um, but at the same and getting busy at the same time, but basically keeping yourself busy either through new relationships, positive encounters, or work. um, at the same time, I see you being very drastic in not wanting to deal with this person's or people's behavior. You are going to see that they are using a broken scale to measure you and trying to make you feel all twisted in ways where you shouldn't feel twisted. And you're going to be like, yeah, no, no. I'd rather close the door forever and, if you're trying to break an arm, to break one of my arms, or like walk all over me, just to make sure that I recognize you as the alpha, you need to know that the one authority that I truly recognize is the divine one. Okay, there is always a bigger fish. Okay, and when there isn't a bigger fish in the building, there's a bigger fish in the sky. So see how this hand, sorry, see how this hand like appears from almost nothing, bringing justice. And I see justice being dropped at your door, um, because you choose to basically show your ass. So I'm going to pull out five interesting, five clarifiers from um, ooh, interesting, from my chaos deck. Okay, what I'm seeing here is an interesting storyline, and that is very much focused about the karma that your partner, your employee, your manager, whoever has been trying to manipulate the situation against you, and that caused you to be in this wary energy where you felt like you had to watch out. Okay, you had to be cautious about the person that you were dealing with, or okay, if I need to, oh my god, if I say this they're going to think this, if I do this they're going to think this. Like you were feeling very judged, very scrutinized, very like treated very unfairly. And I'm getting that karma is coming. So as you accept, it's not like, okay, I am going to accept the situation for what it is, and I'm going to just accept their conditions and um, forgive them over and over. No, I accept the situation for what it is. I accept that it is shit, and that's not what I'm going to eat. Okay, and someone is going to feed them shit. Okay, I have mustache. For some of you, this person kind of hides their face, or yeah, either directly through a mustache or whatever it is that they do. They either hide behind a mask, they hide behind a name, they hide behind a title, they hide behind graphics. For some of you, this person is not 100% true. Okay, this person is not okay with being fully transparent. um, I have, it doesn't make any sense. This person is going to watch you receive justice. And what I was getting is that this person, um, for a moment, mistook themselves for some sort of god. So they felt like whatever it is that they were throwing your way, it was going to be like the biggest influence in your life. Okay, like they felt like they had your destiny in their hands, and the spirit is coming in to show them, like, actually you don't hold shit. Okay, like, actually, this person is free from you. Okay, like, this person was like a part of your team as a help. Okay, as a firm to help you. um, and and I see that your presence was very karmic for this person as well, where they were supposed to learn a type of lesson and they decided to abuse you instead. So you are supposed to learn the lesson in, um, and I see that, like, as soon as you put all the elements together, where you start realizing, oh wait, I mean, this person had like all of that, but at the same time they were not showing their face. Okay, they, at the same time, they were not being transparent. At the same time, they were never like human, vulnerable, or whatever. Okay, like they lacked something, there was something off. As soon as you start respecting that as a no-go, okay, and you give yourself permission, you give yourself the green light to move away, karma is going to be delivered quite quickly. So, self-defense charms, please. But also, what I'm also getting is that, ooh, loving sex and magic. I'm also getting that you might have triggered this person. Like, you put a mirror in front of them. Either something that you do outside, like you are open about something that you do. They do it like in the shadows. They do it in a covered way. And for some of you, it's about magic. It's about manifestation. Like, you might be very open about the fact that you are able to manifest through pleasure. Okay, because sex magic is not just like, okay, the obviously the most direct and powerful form is by manifesting through orgasms, right? But it can be as simple as manifesting through pleasure. Okay, interacting with elements, like elemental witches can be also very skilled at sex magic because of how deeply they are able to connect with themselves and nature. Okay, so either you do this and this person does this and they are not okay with someone else doing this, or something else that I was getting is that you are very alluring and okay and expressive with your sensuality, and this person is way more conservative. Or something else, another scenario that was coming through is that this person might be concerned with how other people view this way of life that you have, and there is absolutely nothing wrong. Okay, like, this lesson is coming through to make you even sharper in the way you judge yourself positively. Like, you are no longer supposed to second guess, oh, but they acted this way towards me, or they told me this thing about me, or they are afraid of this thing about me. So maybe they're right. So maybe I've been living my life wrong my whole time, okay? And no, spirits are like, no, what the fuck? I mean, how many times you've been locked in the bad guy's room, even mentally, okay? Someone who has been trying to lock you in your room in the darkness mentally because they didn't know how to deal with you, so they prefer to shut you down, and you came out of that, okay? Like, spirit supported you. Spirit showed you, no, I made you this way because I love you this way. I made you this, like, beautiful, um, feisty being who, like, dances in the waters and it's super fertile, either visibly or you have like a whole bunch of different ideas, okay? I made you this way because I need you this way. This person might not need you to be this way, but this person isn't me, this person isn't God. Okay? And you are supposed to turn your back onto the situation, rather turn towards this more universal love that you're definitely able to embody when you feel calm and harmonious. So here the lesson is realize that harmony isn't being served at the table. So you're not supposed to like shift yourself in order to fit at the table at all costs, but rather going with the flow, okay? Indulging with this um, fated energy, okay? Like becoming a little bit of a pro at this game of life. Like, no, okay, I've been through this. How many times more do I need to go through this in order to face the situation with confidence, in order to release the situation with confidence, in order to trust that I am beautiful the way that I am, and I am not supposed to be like anybody else. I'm supposed to be me, and that's okay, okay? Like, I'm a volcano, I'm supposed to explode, just not here, okay? And also, not depleting yourself in trying to convince the other person that you are a volcano. um, so as long as you know that you're a volcano, it's only a matter of time before you can have your next explosion. This is also that what's coming through. So you don't need to go back to a harmful situation, cause an explosion, so that you can make sure that everybody knows who the fuck you are, okay? Like, they might not, they might like, if you need to cut cords with these people, they may not even ever know, okay? But even if they do know, eventually, that should never be the goal. That your goal is supposed to flow. Let your lava flow freely, okay? Your juicy lava flow freely. Uh, Anything else? No, we're good. Yes. Perfect. I like it when it goes like that. So, stay strong, group number 3, and see you soon. Group number 2, sorry, but I'm going to do group number 3 now. Ooh. Hi, group number 2. So you have group number 3. Sorry, you have the blue lighter. So your first card is Perdrix. This card talks about jealousy from people who are supposed to coach you, lead you, and guide you. All right, so this could be managers, could be parents as well, co-workers. Mm-hmm. I see that you learn fast. You learn a lot, you do a lot. You've done a lot. But it's kind of like your expertise, your experience, your savoir-faire it feels like it's playing against you, okay? Like each and every time you try to express it, there are people who point the finger at you, like, oh, look, group number three has studied, and so they're doing things also well. Uh, like, even if you are doing like a perfect job, these people or this person still find ways to denigrate you. I don't know if that's the word, but like to put you down or to make it look like a bad thing. Okay. Oh, look at them, so compassionate, or look at them, so precise in their work, or so perfectionist. Oh, you learned all of that, as if like being cultivated was a negative thing, but it's because you're making these people feel like less than, so they're more focused on trying to make you feel like less than. And uh, and for some of you, it's kind of fucking up your money, or it's affecting your career advancement. Um, it's it's being disruptive, okay? And I see you like, okay. I'm getting like, don't be a sad bitch. It's time to be a bad bitch. Um, like, not every this is the main lesson. Not everyone is your friend. Not everyone is supposed to see you vulnerable and naked. Not everyone is supposed to help you when you suffer. You are supposed to start seeing these people for what the fuck they are. That there are people who simply want to be your enemy. Okay. Perhaps you just check too many boxes. They might be okay with being friends with, I don't know, this other nameless character in the story, but that's because this other nameless character either has, I don't know, less money than them, or they might look good but they are stupid, or they might be very cultivated but they don't look as good as them. Like they cannot stand being around people that they also consider as competition. Now let's remember that someone being your competition, meaning that they do what they do, they like what you like, and they do it just as well or even better than you, um, shouldn't mean shit. Okay, like um, it can it can simply mean that that field holds the possibility of being successful. It can simply mean that now you have physical, tangible proof that the humans can be amazing. Okay, but these people, it's kind of like they physically cannot tolerate that someone is outdoing them for any reason. Okay, it can even be in terms of love. This person might perceive you as a potential rival when it comes to their love scheming, and you're supposed to learn and realize that these people scheme a lot. So emotionally speaking, you're supposed to check out. Okay, like, oh, okay, like I can be a sweetheart, but don't test me. Okay, because if I need to be crafty and find a way to make sure that you don't bother me ever again, I will. If I need to contain my curiosity for finding the hidden reasons behind someone's behavior and not even allowing myself to try and understand, oh, but they act this way because, you know, I am supposed to like leave a little bit less just as that they can have their big moment in life. I don't know. You're going to be like, no, I came here to fish. If my net is bigger, I'll fish more and fuck you. I was probably going to share because that's how much of a sweetie I am. But you acted this way, so now fuck you and starve. And basically it's you learning how to um, level up your cutoff game, where once you see that people are set on that energy, you're like, no, you are old shit for me now. Old shit gets recycled into the ground. Old shit does not have access to whatever it is that I'm building. So I see that this is kind of like a long wait for you. You have been waiting for people who could match your energy and that you could build with, either a soul family or just like good friendships, or someone you could trust to not sell your ass to the first demon available. I see that this wait was not for anything, okay? Like, you were supposed to fine tune your manifestation, that's for sure. And you were also supposed to fine tune your nose, okay? Not your nose, like your no, but plural. Fine tune the way and the confidence that you have when you say no to things and places and situations that come in too quickly. They ask you to do way too much. They ask you to take responsibility for things that you shouldn't even care about, and then they are just detrimental for you. So there is something that is coming through unexpectedly, basically. As you choose to like move towards the unexpected, there are also going to be unexpected things coming in. So you might also, just like group number one, you might dealing with like scarcity mentality, where moving on from people feels a little bit daunting because it feels like moving into the void, okay? But you are actually moving into the unexpected, and the unexpected is filled with unexpected things, good and bad. But since you are becoming better and better at selecting what is good and what is bad for you, the fear factor is also diminishing, and you are going to eventually see that once you manage to beat the fear factor, then is like from within, then that is also when you are able to call in something unexpectedly positive from the outside. So nice. I'm pulling out your chaotic messages from the universe. I'm seeing some heavy confirmation here so far, so it's very, very beautiful. I have it's a yes, go for it, okay? Like, if you were hesitating, like, okay, I moved on from so many situations already, and I had to rebuild my confidence so much each and every time. I kind of don't want to do it again. Like, no, but it's the same bitch in different clothes, okay? It's the same fucking energy showing up in different ways, in different people, over and over. It's time to you to fucking see it and accept that sometimes people are like that. And you might be wondering, okay, but why, why do I always end up in these situations? I have don't do this alone. Ask for help. There might be some things about you that you don't know yet, okay? Some mechanisms that have been preventing you from defending your own interests right away, because in this first card, the legend that is narrated here, the main character has to go through several cycles of disruption before eventually realizing that they were being abused. Okay, so I have take a risk. Okay, these people are trying to make you feel small. Make sure that you act as big as a mountain. Okay, um, don't be afraid. Okay, I had like there is definitely something better. Okay, like staying there. Okay, interesting. I was called to call this card near to this keyword. Okay, the talks about nostalgia, and I have this is a good idea. Um, you are starting to learn that listening to these people's bad vibration, bullshit, scheming, or like letting yourself being affected by that, letting fear get to you, is no bueno, right? Is not a good idea. It's not what's bringing you abundance. It's not what's leading you towards unity, because you're not even getting a fair treatment, love, or friendship from this. You're just calming someone else's ego so that they won't torment you, but at the same time, you are not getting any love, you are not getting any satisfaction, you are not getting any positive results. So you are now supposed to burn bridges, you are now supposed to release the connection, to point the finger if it's needed, and punch back. And punch back, and let them know that no, if you are not my friend, you can be my nothing, but I will not let you be my enemy. I don't have time for that. And if you absolutely want to be my enemy, I will show you that I don't treat my enemies nicely. So that you don't ever, ever again let those stupid ideas go through your mind and waste my precious time on earth. Because you're not going to give that back to me. You're not going to give back all the trials and errors that I put into trying to convince you that I'm a fucking worthy human being. That was heavy. But I hope it gave you clarity. I really have to go now and get ready and go. Like go and go and go. I have to go a lot. See you soon, I guess. Bye.